some people live. All right. I'm going to be drawing the cover from Ghost Rule. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Vocaloid songs. I'm going to need this eraser pretty often. You know, the one where it's got the whole, like, darkness going on. It's hard to explain, but I'm just going to draw it and you'll see. Yeah, it's fine. This is where I start with, like, pretty much every drawing. Like a nice face structure here. Hi. This might be too small now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. And yeah, I have a playlist of random Vocaloid songs going on right now, so let's hope that we don't get copyrighted. I don't think Miku cares if I do a live stream with some of her music in the background. Hey! I'm not gonna do the hands yet, because that's gonna happen like right here. I'm gonna be coloring this with watercolors. I sketch really fast, somebody says. Yeah, I tend to just like throw down some lines and then tweak it later. Like that is wrong. I don't like sketching on camera as much as I prefer like coloring on camera or lining on camera because it's less like stressful, I guess. Somebody says they like my style. Thank you. I mean, my style right now is just an empty, like, head, but thanks. Yeah. Other people say they sketch really slow. You know, whatever gets it done. I don't even know where to start on the hair here. I think just, like... I do have a reference image pulled up, like, over there off the screen. Yeah, I do art. I usually color super slow. And the time lapses that I do end up being like 30 seconds long no matter what I do. I'm like, hey, I spent 3 hours on that. But you know, 30-second time lapse cuts it. I'm just kind of like, by the way, I'm just kind of freestyling this. Like, there is a reference and there is an idea of what I want to do, but I'm mostly just kind of freestyling this. It'll end up fine. Yeah. Sketch takes 20 minutes for some people. It looks good so far. I hope so. Although it's barely, like, hardly started. Yeah, so this kind of comes, like, up a curve and then down this way. Hair's tough. Hair physics, what are hair physics? Yeah, somebody's talking about digital drawings. I used to draw digital like a while ago, but I don't know. I think sketching is like way faster traditionally because you can just like slap down some lines as opposed to waiting for the pen or whatever. And because I don't have an undo button, I'm not constantly worried that whatever line I put down is wrong. You know? Like when I have an undo button, I'm like, let's redo this line 8 times. And when I don't, I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna go for it. She has like a cow look up here, I guess. That looks pretty close to what's in the image. Of course, I'm gonna do like the top of her hair in a second. Am I gonna post the finished art? Yes, but probably not today because I already posted Sayaka today. Is her hair like flat on top? I think it's flat on top. Yeah, normally I do things with the intent of putting them on the internet, but that does not look good. Hold on. I think it's because like the reference image is in a different like angle than what I'm doing. I'm gonna have the little like cowlick stick out. Unpopular opinion, line art is pretty fun. Line art's more, like, stressful for me most of the time because I'm afraid, like, of course, in digital art, you've got that undo button. As I said earlier, it's like, if you ever run into a problem, you can just be like, nope. But when it comes to digital art, or traditional with, like, these pens, The only undo option is, like, for me, is white gel pen, and then at that point you can't color over it, so when you made a mistake, it's there to stay. Right, I'm gonna mark, like, that's not gonna stay in the final, like, version, but that's just where we're gonna start her pigtails. She's got, like, big old pigtails that are gonna cover the whole thing. Yeah, they cover, like, her body isn't even visible because it's just hair everywhere, so. I don't even know how to start the one on the left, so. Yeah, we're just gonna start with, like. Did they play both versions of the Miku song in a row on my playlist here? I've got a random Vocaloid stuff on shuffle, and I've just realized they played the Miku thing twice in a row. That's gonna go all the way off screen. Yeah. I promise this is gonna be, like, more here in a minute, but yeah, because then it goes down, like. One of those little fun, like, hair hole things over there. I don't even think the camera can see all the way to the end of the drawing on this side. That's chill. Up and around. Pigtails. Yeah. And then it comes, like, all the way up to her face here. Yeah. No, I'm not using Spotify. I'm using Apple Music. I know I'm one of, like, 4 people alive that uses Apple Music, but it's pretty good. Other than the shuffle being shenanigans. Yeah, I really want, like, an extra little. Yeah, that looks pretty close so far. Obviously, the hair is going to have to be, like, way more detailed than this, but I'm just kind of giving it an outline for now. Yeah, that's all right. It's so much. It's hard to keep track of, like, what lines are what. Yeah, and then it goes small and then big at the end. But then, of course, there's more around this way. If you guys don't know, like, what image I'm drawing, this is probably super, like, confusing, but I don't think I'm gonna, like, finish this live, but we'll see how, like, long it takes. Okay, wait, that's half of the hair. I don't know if the camera can see all of it, but this should come out further. And then there's one of those fun, like, hair gaps over here. And then this. I really need to, like, ignore this half for now, that it's pretty solid here, but I'm gonna mark, like, where I want the shadows. And then that goes there. Cool. All right, other side. I'm pretty sure it's just mirrored. I think it's legit mirrored over here. It's a matter of, can I mirror it, though? Hello, everybody in the chat. Hey, it's Ghost Rule. Thanks, Shuffle. gonna add a little flair to that side. Just a little though. Right, because then, yeah. Because I don't want it to be exactly the same. Somebody asked, do I play Minecraft? I do. I don't play it, like, a lot, though. Probably about as much as the next guy. But, I mean, who doesn't play Minecraft, right? PvP or survival? I usually do, like, either by myself or I'll play with friends in survival. So I don't do a lot of, like, PvP stuff, a lot of working together stuff, but... yeah, it's good. And then... hola! I gained respect from a Minecraft player. That's good. Yeah, there's another, like, mirrored hair window thing. There's just a lot going on over here. I'm just gonna do that and pretend I know what that means later. Yeah, there's not a lot going on up top here yet, but we'll see. Literally, digital is the creative mode of drawing. I mean, yeah, not disrespect to digital artists, because I know how hard it is. I used to do digital art, but, like, not having the option of an undo, I didn't know how hard that would hit me until I lost the undo option, but... it isn't as easy as it, like, seems. I think all art should be respected. Yeah, traditional, this says traditional survival. I mean, at least from my experience, traditional is definitely harder. But it's more rewarding for me. Yeah. What character am I drawing? I'm drawing Hatsune Miku, the Vocaloid. We're listening to some of her music right now. Just slide that up there. Her hair's a big tangle mess. I really just want to, like, round this out. Yeah. So I'll just extend it a little bit. Alright, cool. It's not a perfect, like, mirror image, but I think I got better on the second side, so we're just gonna leave that. I'm gonna erase some of, like, the guidelines that I put in the hair to start with and, like, add some... although I don't know that a lot of, like, special stuff is really required. I'm gonna add some anyway. I often put things in drawings and then think, yeah, I'm gonna know what that means later when I go to line it. And then when I go to line it, I'm like, what is this? I'm gonna give her, like, that looks a little weird. Got some more people in the chat. That curves more. No, I hate that. Obviously, I'm adding some of my own, like, style to this. Whenever I see something that's, like, in the image, I'm I'm not necessarily putting it in here. Weird angles are not going to fit in my style and stuff. Actually, no. Not putting that, like, gap there because I don't feel like drawing the hand underneath it. We're listening to Miku's anthem itself. Miku's got a long nose. I'm kind of, like, procrastinating on drawing the eyes because that's going to be the hardest part of this. Yeah, that looks about right. She's not happy, though, so I'm gonna, like... Hello, everyone who's just joining now. There's some big ol' eyes. So yeah, a lot of people talk about the struggle with, like, drawing the second eye, but to that I just say draw them both at the same time. Girl got thick eyelids. Hello, in the chat. That looks like mostly even. If that's a problem later, I'll change it. I don't think it's gonna be. I forgot I put, like, live versions in this playlist. So there's gonna be a couple of those, I think. Okay, wait, those are eyelids. So, let's put the eyebrows. Nose is weird. She almost doesn't really need a nose in this image, but... I'll complain to myself about anatomy if I don't give her one. Hello. Alright, let's finish those eyes. Okay. So we're gonna hit it with a... My sketching gets a lot slower when it's something super important like eyes. Yeah, sure. So I have no idea what's going on in the, like, eyes of the reference image, so we're just gonna... She's gonna look creepy for a minute or two, but that's okay. Getting a lot of hearts in the chat. Hi. I think that's the lighter section. So I'm just gonna try this for now, and we're gonna see how it looks in a minute. And then obviously it'll be colored, but yeah, okay. I might change that later. Somebody says my art is improving. Thank you. I don't know how to make her look like not so excited to be here. Because once I draw the background, it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of a problem. Oh, let me get... Just make her eye like smaller. That helped. Let's change the mouth. This is why we sketch. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That top out of the face is nice. Thank you, Panther's Art Corner. Says my voice is very nice to listen to. I hope so. I'm gonna actually give her eyebrows today. Yeah, that's good. And no, I'm not giving her eyelids eyebrows. That's just like the little shady thing that I'm gonna hopefully remember what that means later. Tweaking the hair. The hair is gonna be the biggest like time consumer in this. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Mouths, okay, just faces in general, I guess, have always been my biggest problem. Yeah, all right. Thanks for cheering me on in chat down there. That looks so weird though. Okay. This mouth is gonna be a struggle. I've never drawn a like facial expression like this before, so I don't even know what facial expression this is. I guess kind of slightly upset. Mildly inconvenienced. Yeah. Mouth is a lot better, at least. Now let's see what we can do about the eyes. Oh, I feel like that made a difference already. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. All right. Now, background and the hands. Yeah, it would be nice to have a pencil-shaped eraser. I don't have one of those, though, so we're just gonna do it without that for now. Oh, I hate hands. Okay. I don't want them to be, like, identical, because they're not. Okay, finger. that was a struggle more than it should have been. Right, and then the other one goes like under. You'll see why I was dreading this hand. That's not too bad, I think. It could be better. mean, it could be better. It doesn't mean I don't think I can do better. How many fingers does she... Wait. 1, 2... Yeah, it should be just 4 on each side. I don't know why. Maybe I counted weird. Let's make it look like her fingers are connected a little bit. Okay, wait, that hand's not too bad. We're gonna leave that alone. This one needs a little attention. I think it starts too high. I think that's the problem. Yeah, let's bring some hair in here. Am I gonna remember later that I want to cut those lines out? Probably not. It's a weird way for the hand to be shaped. I think we're just gonna like cut it off screen and then say that's it for that. Actually, yeah, that's fine. All right, now time for like background shenanigans. So her pigtails are kind of like held together with these shards of like wreckage, I guess, but it kind of goes like that tall. Now she looks like She-Ra. Hold on. What does shards of rubble look like? How do you shape? I don't know, I guess like a parallelogram. More importantly, how is she holding her hair up with this? It seems very unsafe. Not gonna lie, I have no clue what a Vocaloid is. Is it a band or show? It's kind of like a band. It's like a vocal synthesizer that people like gave voice lines to. That's a really weird way to explain it. It's not a TV show. It's basically a band. But not with human singers. It has like robot singers. If somebody else can answer that better in the comments, that would be nice. If somebody had like a more coherent answer to that. Alright, it's been like 5 minutes and I still don't know how to draw rubble. It has like tiny spots like way over here, but I don't feel like way over like here. I mean, I guess there's not much more going on in the background. It kind of looks like rubble. They're more connected up here though. I'm going to bust out the tiny pen for this. Okay, bye. See you later. Thanks for coming. For the people who are just like leaving now. I'm gonna be here for a while probably. I don't think I'm gonna finish this on stream because it's a lot. I'm looking at the background. I'm just gonna put that there and pretend I know what that means later. So like the thing with Daft Punk? Yeah, sorta. It's pretty similar to Daft Punk, I guess. But they have like humans singing the songs and then it goes through a synthesizer, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but Vocaloid is like somebody recorded all the Japanese sounds at some point, and then they use those sounds and they can change the pitches and stuff and make them into any song they want, basically. I hope that's a good way to explain that. Where am I from? America. No. Yeah. I'm just kind of like expanding the hair now because I know it can be a bit bigger. Actually, yeah, we're done. All right, we're done sketching. I think it's safe to say. It's in Portuguese. Let me read. Oh gosh. Do you want me to try to read it? I speak Spanish, but I think it's pretty similar. I don't know what the accents do though. Voca tu melhorando a cada dia. Continue sem que voque vai longe. Beijos de Brasil. Is that close? Probably butchered that, but you know, it's okay. I don't speak Portuguese. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits on the sketch for now. Didn't mean to do that. Actually, you know what? You only live once. We're going for I think we're gonna go for the brush pen. If I can find one that's close. Yeah. I think we're gonna go for the brush pen for the hair. Brush pen is pretty risky. Actually, do I need to be lining? Yeah, I do. I thought, like, do I need to be lining this if I'm gonna watercolor it anyway, but I think I kind of do. I'm sorry, I'm like really concentrating here, because brush pen can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. On one hand, it's like a one-size-fits-all pen, so like it can go anywhere, but at the same time it can be either thick or thin, and it's really easy to make it way too thick. Pretty picture? Thank you. Oh, I forgot like the cracked and the pink parts, but I think I'll be able to add that without lining it. I'll just put those in later. By later, I mean when I color it. But yeah, lining shouldn't take as long as sketching did. Usually work on the colors first, then the line art when dealing with traditional. Yeah, I'll do colors first when I'm using like really thick paints, but usually when I do colors first, I'll want to color over the lines, and then I'll have the sketch like stuck in there forever as opposed to being able to erase the sketch. And I guess I carried that habit from digital, because when I used to draw digital, that's it. I would always do line art and then color. Yeah, if I'm using like gouaches because they're really like thick, then I'll have to go in and color first. See what I mean by like it's easy to make it way too thick? did it right there. But there's no going back in line art. Oh, translation for the Portuguese earlier. Every day keep drawing like that. Kisses from Brazil. Aw, bisous. Did I make it too spiky? It might be too spiky. Well, it's too late now, but... it's way too thick. You know, if I didn't go in with a brush pen, it'd be a lot slower, definitely. What do I do next? Now here's the time to play the fun game. Is that a mistake, or did I put that there intentionally to line? Did I mean to erase that later, or is that supposed to be a feature? That's why I erase things immediately if they're mistakes. Screen turned off there. And for those who don't know, I'm definitely using a reference for this. I use references for most everything. But I think using references is like generally a very accepted thing. It's just tracing isn't. Sure. I'm curious, in the chat, how long does it usually take you to, like, start to finish a really big piece, like where you're doing backgrounds and shenanigans like that? If anyone wants to share. Butchered that line in the corner. It's okay. These outskirts of her hair are not necessarily the main focus of the drawing, so I think it's okay if they're messed up a little bit. Wait, I don't think that one's supposed to be there. Whoops. Now am I going to remember later not to color there? Maybe. 2 hours or more to draw? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's at least pretty close to how long it takes me. Sometimes it'll be like an hour and a half if it's something really easy. Or if I have like a really clear idea going in. Which is why I said, like, this one I started like, okay, I know what I'm doing, but I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. Brush pen is my name. Inconsistent line thicknesses is my game. And then I gotta go back in and do that. But it's worth it for like the smooth, continuous look that it gives, I guess. Yeah, that was intentional, definitely. So fun fact, this was like the first Vocaloid song I ever listened to. Tell Your World. It really got me into Miku, I guess. Outskirts of her hair. With profiles, it takes you about 20 minutes. That's cool. More profiles would be like an hour for me, because the smaller it is, the longer it takes usually. I mean, I guess if I'm not doing backgrounds, if it's just like a face or whatever. Because I stress about the details more. I'm gonna hope that was an intentional line. Oh no, yeah, it was. I know what I'm doing here. Right. The borders of this one are gonna be a little inconsistent, but that's fine. I know I'm freestyling out of the sketch there. If I have any more questions in chat, now's a good time. Because now it's time to go to the other pigtail. I think this pigtail ended up pretty good line art-wise. Do we have more music happening, or is it just gonna... Actually, no. We're doing the face and, like, we're doing that with a regular pen. I don't want to risk the brush pen for the features. Hair's such a complicated mess. Am I going with paint or colored pencils? So I have both here, actually. I have watercolor paint, a pack of like 24, and I have watercolor pencils, pack of 72. And so, yeah, I'm thinking skin in like pencils, because that's a lot easier to deal with. And then hair, I'm just gonna go wild with watercolor pencils. Or, nope, regular watercolor paints. There it is. So the pigtails are supposed to be like complete mirror opposites, but that just didn't happen, so. Honestly, the pigtails are sisters, not twins. I know that's a makeup thing, but that applies here too. Max says, I'm so talented. Thank you. I'm trying my best here. There we go. They're similar, at least. The two pigtails. I'm really dreading doing this over here. Because I have to constantly tilt it to keep from making the lines too thick. I can't do that in the top corner. They just kind of... This pen just kind of freestyles on me sometimes, so that's fine. Yeah, thick. Some of this is just gonna look like shading, like the extra thick lines, and that's gonna be cool. We're gonna leave it at that. So, okay, wait, what's going on over here? I think that. I said earlier while I was sketching that I'm gonna come back to this while I'm lining and be like, what? Because I always do that. I make a mistake and I forget to erase it or something. Do I have any unfinished project? Almost all of them. This is one of the reasons why I want to do this one live, is because it'll make me finish it. Because if I didn't, this would be here for... I would have done the sketch and like half the line art and then been like, eh. I think we can skip this song. It's the same one but in English, so. Yeah, I have a billion unfinished projects. The whole like first half of the sketchbook. But at least, I normally don't leave things with, like, just barely a sketch. I usually at least, like, finish a sketch, so I'll come back to it later. But how much watercolor paper over the years has been wasted on unfinished projects? I'll never know. That turned out pretty well. Alright. I think that's supposed to go off screen, but I don't even care at this point. Like, I say stuff like, yeah, I'll fix it in the line art, and then when the line art comes out, I'm like, eh, do I have to fix it? That's gonna be thick. That's fine. I hate it when I end a perfect, like, streak, or, like, stroke, I guess is what it's called, and then, and then it's just slightly not long enough. Like, right there. And then I have to do that. Okay, now what? Top of the hair, I think? Yeah, the hair is looking pretty decent for what I've been doing here. I'm gonna stop adding to it. Kellic! Or a hoge, whatever it's called. I should know by now that I don't know names of things. Vibe into the intro to this song, and then I'll mess something up over here, of course. How many sketchbooks have I filled out? Just one, and I'm like 15 pages into this one. So I've only, like, completely filled out one, but I have, 3 more that are, like, in progress. So I got this one and a much smaller one, like a travel size, and a much larger one that have both been started. It depends, like, I just use whichever sketchbook I need for, like, what I'm doing at the moment. But when I first started out, I just only used the one and completely filled it out. How long have I been drawing for? Not quite a year. Yeah, a month away. My first, like, official drawing that I did was August either 12th or 14th. So close to a month. Or close to a year. I'm not one of those people that has drawn since they were born, but I'm trying anyway. Like, I always had the thought that, like, if I didn't start now, I won't ever start, and it's better to start at some point than to go, oh, I'm too old, and then not. That's amazing. Thank you. Well, it's just a matter of, like, been drawing pretty much every day since then. If not, like, today, I've done multiple. I did the Sayaka drawing earlier today, so I guess it's just the more you practice, more YouTube tutorials you watch. Especially adding the quarantine aspect to it, like, I didn't go anywhere, so I was busy filling sketchbooks at home. I don't know how to shapes. Looks kind of like rubble. That one looks better, but yeah, it's never too late. That's what I always say. Never too late to start. In the chat, when did you guys start drawing? What kind of animes am I into? Right now I'm watching My Hero Academia and, like, Attack on Titan, just big ones. I just started Sword Art Online, so I'm watching that too, and what else? A couple other ones. I watched already Death Note, and that's been my favorite one, and I finished Haikyuu too, or, like, caught up with it. Why am I blanking on everything else? Danganronpa. I watched the first anime of that one. Started drawing at the age of 6. And since 3rd grade for the 2 in chat. That's dedication right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I drew when I was little. Sword Art Online is amazing. Yeah, I like it so far. I'm in, like, episode 9 or 10 of the first season. I'm loving it so far. Let me get a bigger pen. One, yeah. Just started posting more often. Drawing at the age of 11. Yeah, you guys, you all started way before me, but that's alright. You love Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club? I mean, that's the first Yuri I think of. That's the part I always mess up, the face. Yeah, that's good. Started tracing and then moved on to drawing on my own. Yeah. I think when I was like 8 or 9, I did a lot of tracing of like Pokemon stuff, but I don't really count that because I don't know how much that helped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that contributed to my art journey at all. There's so many Yuris out there. Yeah. I found Yuri and Sayaka are super common names. In anime, at least. Like... And Kyoko. Kyoko's a huge one. This hand is pretty bad, but that's okay. I acknowledge, like, this is the best I can do for now, and maybe I'll redraw this someday, or maybe I'll get better at hands and... Well, you know, just the more practice, the better. Give her a fingernail there. She looks a little happier than I wanted, but that's okay. And Sakura? There are a lot of names. I'm really, like, super bad at names. I know, what's the main character's name? I'm so bad at names. Okay, this is gonna be a thick eyelid. Yeah. I usually don't make the eyelids like that thick, but this one needs it because she's not really like super happy about it. For anyone wondering why I, like, went straight into this with the thick pen, for the eyes, because I didn't feel like doing that with a smaller one, but I'm going to go in and do, like, the other details with a smaller pen, because it'll be easier on everyone here. Better at pronouncing Japanese names in general. Wait, I gotta read that again. I'm better at pronouncing Japanese names than just pronouncing names in general. I think I'm better at, like, English names. And Japanese is my third language, so I'm not as good with pronunciation there. That kind of sounded like I'm fluent. I'm not. I'm learning Japanese as a third language. Yeah, okay. The eyes are gonna look terrifying here for a couple minutes, but I can't even pronounce Omae wa mo shinderu. Man, that was a big meme a couple years ago. Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani? If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say that, then you have some meme research to be doing, my friend. Yeah, that's what tongues look like. What was the other question? What's the other language? Spanish. I'm at level... Well, my school's level 5 in Spanish, so that's like... I don't know, 60, 70% fluency? Something like that. Probably not 70%. Well, that was a good accent. I tried. Hi. Okay, wait, now what? I think that's it for lines. I'm gonna... Wait. Okay, I think that's it for lines, actually. Let me just... This song is so much fun to sing, but it's so high. You have to have like 10 hours of warm-up before singing Rolling Girl. I currently smell like a burnt chicken nugget. Thank you for that comment. Alright, time to take the eraser to it. Woo! Yeah, that does it for line art. Now it's time to do the most fun, least stressful part, coloring. Personally, painting and coloring is like the most fun for me. Like, especially on stream. Sketching is super stressful because if you make a big mistake or like it looks really bad, that's when it's gonna happen in sketching. And then line art is like, you know, prone to huge mistakes. Make sure I get everything. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the sketch lines in the background in so I know what I'm doing there. Colors are pretty. Well, I can't wait till you see the colors of this one. It's blues, pinks, and then skin tone. So. Okay. I try to get all the sketch out first. Alright, cool. We're gonna do the eyes first, because that's bothering me the most right now. Got all my paintbrushes over here. I'm just gonna hit it with the cerulean blue, according to the watercolor. So wait, that's lavender, bright purple, indigo. Cerulean is this one. Haha, time to... Yeah, I want that to be darker, so... That looks super weird. That's good. Alright. It was nice, wish I was here. I've only been going for a little while, and all you missed was, like, the sketch. Yeah, now we've started coloring everybody. Whoop whoop. She has a lot of shines in her eyes. Line art is the worst because if you mess up one, you can ruin the whole thing. I did that once. I was trying to do line art in the car. So that didn't go well. Like, somebody hit the brakes or whatever. I wasn't driving, obviously. But, somebody hit the brakes or at a stoplight or something that I didn't know was coming. And I did, like, one line out of the mark, and that totally ruined the whole thing. And, of course, I tried to fix it, but... You know how it goes when you try to fix something, you just make it so much worse. Okay, that's kind of cute. The eyes, they just need to be the same color. Unless I want to give Hatsune Miku... What's it called when the two eyes are different? Heterochromia? Line art is hard sometimes. Line art is hard always. Okay, so I'm gonna hit it with that light blue. And then that should be it for eyes for now. Okay, yeah. I think that's it for eyes for now. And then, what do you think? Hair next? I think hair next. Yeah, slightly bigger brush. What do we use? We thinking ocean blue for this? Perhaps. Yeah, I think ocean blue. Let me test it real quick. I have a scrap paper off to the side over here that I'm testing stuff on. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna do like the lighter parts, the highlights in this color kinda. And like most of the base color is gonna be this blue. Because then the shadows will have to be darker, because obviously. Oh, an English cover. Forgot to put that in my playlist. I did not know what to color with watercolors, though. Oh, wait, that part's purple. Hold on, we'll come back to that later. The tips are purple. Even though the character doesn't have purple hair tips, that's, you know, it's whatever for this album cover, I guess. She does. Alright, cool. We need a lot more highlights than that. You gotta go. My art is getting better. Your art is amazing. Thank you. See you later. Yeah, like this whole section is that blue. So this is why I did line art first, because imagine if this was just a sketch. Oh gosh. You see how messy that sketch was? Imagine trying to do this over a sketch. And watercolors are fine, because even though they are wet, that doesn't affect these pens. At least that I know of. I hope it doesn't affect these pens later. We'll find out, I guess, later if it smudges them. It shouldn't, though. If anyone ever wonders what I'm doing with colors, I have no idea what I'm doing. 90% of the time. So if anyone's like, why is she putting highlights in the bottom of the... Nope, I have no idea. I just kind of wing it most of the time. Unless, like, the reference image has really clear shadows and, like, where they're supposed to go. Time to switch hands. I really didn't think about doing the doing the right side first and then being in this position, but that's okay. I always do that to myself. I think the light source is the middle in this image. Yeah, it looks like the light source is the middle, so I'm not really sure. I mean, if there's one lesson takeaway from this, it's like, don't follow my advice. I have no clue what I'm doing. Maybe I should paint highlights last and not first, but maybe it's a little late for that. Yeah, okay. It's whatever, because most of this is the base color anyway. And shadows will be darker, and like the tips are purple. That's the idea. You love this blue? According to my watercolor palette, it's called Ocean Blue. I use cerulean for her eyes. Cerulean's my favorite blue. Really clear shadow on this part. Oops! And that's what happens when we watercolor. We color out of the lines. This song's fun too. That's also high. You think it's really chill until it gets to the chorus and you're like, oh! What color do I use for the shading? I guess Egyptian blue. We'll do that in a minute though. I'm just trying to think ahead at least a little bit. What's my favorite Hatsune Miku song? Definitely Ghost Rule. It's just the perfect like combo of stuff. Actually, but like, you know, Miku singing it isn't my favorite version of it, but... So I guess either Tell Your World or World Is Mine, classics. I'm excited that somebody asked me that question. What's your favorite Miku song? Oops, that's out of the lines. Lucky Girl? I haven't heard that yet. I might want to add that to my playlist. I'm a very beginner in Vocaloid. I've probably heard like 20, 30 total Vocaloid songs. Yeah, lighter down there. Okay. Do I know what Kakaguri is? Yes. It's a Netflix anime that I watched. I watched the whole thing through, and I need season 2 or season 3. I forgot on that one, but I need the next season of it because it's so good. They left it on a massive kind of cliffhanger, I guess. I mean, they resolved some things, but they left it with a big reveal and then said adios. So I can't wait for the next season of that. What's my favorite character? Mary. I relate to Mary on a spiritual level. I need more water. That's too much. Yeah. This entire branch in the hair is completely messed up, but that's okay. I'm only on season 1, episode 12. Yeah, keep watching it. It's definitely worth it. Oh, I also like Midari. I forgot about her. Midari's great. Recuerdo que no hablo inglés. Oh, lo siento. Hablo español también, pero... Es más difícil porque es mi segundo lenguaje. Hola. Puedo hablar español, pero no es muy divertido para las personas ingleses. ¿Qué color? What color do I want to do the eyebrows in? Like you'd think the same color as her hair, but then they'll blend in too much. You love my art? I'm sure you're not a bad artist. Everyone starts somewhere. Even bad stuff is like, you know, at least you made something. There are plenty of people out there that don't create at all. Clases de inglés que casi rudo mi palabra para entender. Espera un momento. Clases de inglés que casi repruebo no mi palen. Es difícil aprender clases en alguna lenguaje. Sí, no comprendo todas las palabras en esta frase, pero... Estoy en nivel 5 de español en el año pasado de escuela. Okay, wait. All right, time to add a darker blue. I don't think bright purple indigo is what I'm going for, but I'm gonna try it anyway here. Yeah, too purple. That's okay. You just need to practice more? Yeah, honestly, practice. That's how I got where I am. I started drawing about a year ago. So if I can do it, anyone can. Egyptian blue. Yeah. All right, that's gonna be the rest of the hair. Like shadows. Keep at it, yeah. Keep at it's the best advice. Just keep going. Quitting is the easiest way to not improve. I used up so much of that blue. I'm looking at my palette now compared to all the other colors. This is pretty much a brand new watercolor palette. Need more water here. It's funny how it's a completely different color when you add water versus when you don't. What was my first pick? And if you know what it was... Wait, hold on. What was your first pick? The first thing I drew... It's a really tough thing. I think it was Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was the first thing I posted on this page as like an official drawing. And it was not good. But I was proud of it back then. You draw? Yeah. I don't think I understand the question. I just realized this is probably going to be a nightmare to blend. Oh, that's too much water. Do you like drawing with pencil or watercolor more? That's a tough question. Like graphite pencil, I generally don't like as much. Like just sketches, because bringing color to it is usually more fun for me. But like when it comes to colored pencil versus watercolor, honestly, this drawing I'm using both. I don't really have a huge preference either way. Pencils are better for like, for me at least, pencils are better for skin and like tones that need a lot of concentration and like powerful color in one spot. Whereas like the watercolor paints are better for huge areas, multiple shades, that kind of thing. I've used up so much of my blue today. Evening. This whole part's under shadow, so let's make it darker. It's okay, that's what these watercolors are for. Being used, at least. I think my playlist is like 25 minutes long, so we've been here for a while. ¿Juegas Friday Night Funkin'? No, porque... En mi opinión es... Espero que es divertido, pero... me gustan mucho los juegos como Danganronpa o DDLC, porque no soy buena de videojuegos y los videojuegos más difíciles no son divertidos para mí, típicamente. You were drawing too? That's awesome. I wish you could share it with the chat. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut off the hair there. That's ending up a lot lighter than I wanted it to be, but I'm afraid of using so much of this paint. I underestimated the size of this drawing. It's my favorite character from Danganronpa. Ooh, that's a tough question. Probably Kyoko Kirigiri from the first one, because she's super cool. I'll say Ibuki from the second one, because, I mean, come on. But I also like Mikan a lot. And then, of course, Tenko from the third one. You like Ibuki too? Yeah, she's fun. I love that she's not taking anything seriously the whole game. Sayaka Maizono? Hold on. just for you. No, I'm not gonna judge you. She's one of my favorites too. I love Sayaka. Slight, like, distraction from the topic at hand, but... Yeah, I just drew her this morning, because it was her birthday a couple days ago. Sayaka's, at least, so... Sayaka's one of my all-time favorites. She's great. I don't know why people don't like her. And, like, I will argue that she's not a snake for all the reasons, but, you know. It's popular to hate Sayaka. You're better at editing than drawing? I cannot edit for my life. The best I got is iMovie. Awkward hand positioning to avoid smudging, check. Way too much water in the palette, check. You have Junko and Monokuma and Kokichi. All the villains. Well, I mean, I guess except Byakuya. I don't know if that was that a spoiler? I'm not gonna, wait. That was probably a spoiler, but, I mean, if you don't know by this point, whoops. It's been like 10 years. I've not watched Assassination Classroom, but it's definitely on the watch list. I heard a lot of good things about it. Wait, there's so much going on in the chat. Okay. La Mequita, el visitó antes de la invasión de las alturas. The art is Crown. Thank you. They're misunderstood. The villains, yeah. Definitely Kokichi's got something going on that we don't know about. I wasn't such a fan of him, though, in the same. Sayaka had a good reason. 100%. Like, you can't tell me you wouldn't have done that in the same situation. Anyone would have. And, like, this is spoilery, so if you haven't finished V3, but Kurumi also had a really good reason. There's ones that, like, you kind of can't blame them, even though it sucks. It was Monokuma's fault in the first place. I try to not spoil things for people because I got the 5th trial of the 3rd game spoiled, and that made it a lot less fun. The reason I'm not coloring around the rubble is because that part has to be pink. So I'll be back to do that in a minute, but... Okay, there's so much going on. My friend simps for him. I hope you don't mean Monokuma. Mew was awesome. Mew was legendary. A lot of people didn't like her, but she just made me laugh at every turn. People ship her with Kibo. Honestly, I think Kibo deserves better. For all that he had to put up with. How much of this blue paint is going to be gone by the end of today? Kurumi had it. Yeah, Kurumi had a really good... I mean, honestly, I think Kurumi should have won. She probably would have if she didn't do the whole fish tank shenanigans. But... not getting into that today. The only reason I didn't think it was her when I first like played through it is because I thought that she would be smart enough to wait it out and try to be one of the survivors instead, but I was wrong. What's going on in the chat? You feel bad for Junko? Why? I don't know anything about Junko's backstory, so maybe you should feel bad for her, but for me, I don't. I feel bad for Samugi. Ibuki is so cool. I love her style. Yeah, she, like, that's the ideal style. Those awesome boots and stuff. What else? Not boots. I think she's one of the only characters that wears scrunchies, which is hilarious. She got that whole, like, blue and pink thing going on. We have Celestial Lindenberg who died because money. Yeah, there are a lot of memes about that, and it's like, Sayaka, I wanted to get out and get back to being popular, like pop star. Like, Mondo wanted to, like, was jealous of his brother, and then Celeste is like, money. Would I rather go to gambling? Is there another option? It's so pretty and completely real? Oh, thank you. I think that refers to the drawing. We're talking about a video game too right now, so. I think we'll do blending stuff later, because I gotta come in with the pink now for the edges. Oh, like, would I rather go to Kakeguri or Danganronpa school? I'm gonna pick the one that's not pretty much certain death, so I think I'd go to Kakeguri. Because, I don't know, it's a lot less deadly. But lucky neither of them are real. Alright, time to bring out the pink. The shards themselves are black. I might just have to color those in, like with the line pens anyway. This song is so much fun to sing until it isn't. Yeah, it looks pretty real. Kokichi has the best sayings, like the best insults. I think Mio had pretty good insults too. And Shuichi would just roast people left and right. I remember he did that. I don't know if this is like light or just glass shards or like what's going on up here, but I'm gonna paint it the best I can. Tu estilo de dibujo como pintas me gusta mucho. Oh, gracias. Es difícil encontrar un estilo, pero es buena. You like the watercolor? It's really pretty. Thank you. Somebody else just said that in Spanish too. Okay, you know what? Those don't have to be even. It's fine. I think I'll do the pink splatters later. Yeah, I'll do those later. So now it's time for her nails and her skin. Oh, I'll just do her mouth first while I'm here. That should be like 10 seconds, real quick. Boom, mouth. What fandoms am I a part of? Entirely too many. Like, way too many for my own good. I mean, I guess how you classify what a fandom is kind of determines, but I don't read any kind of fan fiction or anything, but as far as looking at memes and interacting with it, basically every show I've seen or game I've played, I'm in the fandom for, except Undertale. Nothing wrong with the Undertale fandom, it's just not for me. Hands are my weakness. Absolutely. 1000%. Do you see this hand? Compared to the rest of it? But hey, the only way to improve is to practice. What am I doing next? Alright. She got blue nails too. Okay, cool. Time to leave that and bust out the watercolor pencils. Move my reference image a little bit. What would be my ultimate talent? That's a difficult question that I haven't thought about a lot. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be like ultimate artist. Wait, did I... Oops, did I do something? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're still good. Everyone still there? Alright, cool. I was answering the question of what my ultimate talent would be. I think ultimate performer, probably. Because I do like to sing a lot more than I draw. I designed an OC over the talent of ultimate performer, so. You love the eyes? Thank you. The eyes were the most detailed part of this whole thing so far. Yeah, this is still watercolor. It's just watercolor pencils that I'm going to spread around with a paintbrush here in a minute. She's not blushing in this, so we're not going to add any of the pink stuff in the cheeks or anything. What else do I got? Who is my idol? I don't really know what that means. Like, my favorite pop star? Yeah, I don't really know what that means, sorry. Inspiration. Oh, like, for art? Probably the art styles of, like, Danganronpa and, like, Studio Ghibli's a big inspiration. I don't have a similar style to them, but it's really cool to see their movies. Okay, cool. There's some skin. I'm gonna do some shading on that. Where's the light? The light source is her hands, right? Yeah. Do I know the game Fire Emblem? I've heard of it. I have a lot of friends that really like it. All I know about it is all the characters look really similar. Most of this is going to get blended out, by the way, so it's not, like, going to make this huge difference. You'll be back? Alright. Yeah, my favorite Studio Ghibli film is Kiki's Delivery Service. It was just really cute. I just, like, really recently figured out how to shade skin, sort of. So now I'm, like, doing it every time I can. Spirited Away and Your Name. I haven't seen Spirited Away yet. I heard it was really good. Maybe I should do that this summer. Okay. Yeah, that's skin. Time to blend it. A Silent Voice? I don't think that's Studio Ghibli, but I saw that and it was really good. That one was really sad though. Is A Silent Voice Studio Ghibli? I didn't think it was. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because if it is, then I'm changing my answer. Silent Voice made me cry. Yeah, I thought it was a different studio. Okay. Yeah, I told you most of this was going to get blended out. Seems like A Silent Voice is very popular in the chat there. I watched it when it came out on Netflix a while back. Never watched Silent Voice because I was scared of it being too sad. It was super sad. It didn't make me cry because I don't cry a lot for movies and TV shows, but it was pretty sad. It was heavier. I would say it's worth the watch though. I liked it a lot. Yeah, it is, but it's worth it, is the overwhelming response. Mika's looking a little orange, but that's alright. It's shadows and it's good enough for now. Oh yeah, because now we gotta do the splatters in the background. So the background is like overwhelming pinks and blacks and whites. Do I have Webtoon? I don't. Oh, that's red. Whoops. I just marked a massive red mark in the background. Off to a great start. Did I get another? I got out of the wrong bin. That's fine. Yeah, that's more like what I wanted. I don't have Webtoon now. Is that like the comic book thing? If anyone wants to know what I'm doing in the background, rest assured I have no idea either. Do I have a schedule for lives? Oh, like Instagram lives? No, I just kind of do them whenever I have something to show off or something to draw. I'll usually announce them before I start, but today's an exception. Today I just kind of went for it. But yeah, I usually announce them like either like multiple hours before I start. Makia? Is that how you say that? I've never seen that. Is it a movie? Let's see. It was sad. I generally prefer like comedies and stuff, but that's just me. Alright, a huge part of the background is just black. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on that part. I didn't think about the fact that this paper's probably gonna buckle after a couple minutes, but that's fine. That's barely gray. All right. Didn't think I was gonna need such a big paintbrush for this. This background's gonna take a long time, probably. I mean, it's just, like, stripes and stuff. How hard can it be? Oh, I forgot to color the, okay, hold on. Wait, we're gonna go in and do that real quick. Or else I'm gonna forget to do it always. Oh, I put my hand right in the... Off to a great start. Put my hand right in the wet watercolor. I'm gonna go ahead and color the rubble or else I'm gonna forget to. I think it's okay to make them just solid black. Okay. Time to not panic. Some of these are going to have to be closer to circles than their original shape, but that's okay because the shapes are arbitrary anyway. When I was younger, I wanted to become a Pokemon. Didn't everyone? Pokemon was like technically the first anime I watched, I guess. That was my whole childhood. I still like Pokemon to this day, like the cards and stuff. I can't see the screen right now, so if I'm not responding to something, that's why. You wanted to be a Pokemon trainer? No, I just straight up wanted to be a Pikachu as a kid. It would be the life. What's everyone's favorite Pokemon? Alright, Rubble. Good. Do I know what Camp is? I don't. I'm a little uncultured, as I've been told. Oh. Let's put these away as we go so it's not going to be a mess later. The background has a lot of weight. You used to put plushies in my bag and pretend you got Pokemon? Aw, that's cute. Snorlax is your favorite? A Pokeball pen sharpener that broke immediately. That's a mood. This background seems so random. At 7 years old? When I was 7, I remember just being, like, crushed when I found out that you have to be 10 years old to be a real Pokemon trainer. Of course, it's totally not a real issue, but, you know. Remember I was at a wedding. Aw, that's cute. Pokemon was a massive part of my childhood. Yeah, I'm gonna make the whole background, like, grayish after I finish this, like, which parts have to be black and which parts have to be pink. Then I'm gonna make the rest of it, like, grayish and blend it a little bit so she stands out from the background, because she's not really standing out right now. Have I watched Mermaid Melody? No, I got a lot of suggestions here. My watch list is already so long. There's my hand in the frame for you. I'm so close to being done. I don't know why it's just silence. My playlist just stopped working. That's better. French is difficult. French is so hard. Coming from a Spanish and English speaker, I can't handle French. I tried. I learned French for like 6 months, and then I just couldn't get the accent. You're gonna write in French now? I'm gonna understand barely any of it. Again, like, I took 6 months of French, so if I'm gonna know basically nothing. Bonjour, je suis Salah. Bonjour, j'adore ton dessin. So you are a sailor and you love my design? I have no clue. I have no clue. Oh yeah, this paintbrush is way more efficient. Hey, I can still follow you and you're going live. What? Wait, je te anime? Wait, let me... I love your anime? Is that what that means? Or is it just I love anime? It's make more sense if it was just I love anime. Hatsune Miku is, oh gosh, I'm not even gonna try that. Une belle personne? A pretty girl? Beautiful girl? If any of you type in French, I need you to understand that I'm gonna have no clue what it means. Make the decision to type in French. The consequence is gonna be my butchering translation. Okay, this is supposed to be a different color than the black I just used, but it doesn't look like it at all. Okay, anime. You have a really good accent, I do. Konnichiwa, genki desu ka? Says one of the chats. Konbanwa. Genki desu. Ima. Nihongo! It's Japanese. I can read Japanese, I just don't know what all of it means. Heh. Daijoubu desu? Desu ka? Ah, question. Japanese is not for me, I think. Japanese is incredibly difficult. At least coming from a English speaker. The song's in Japanese. My ultimate goal is to no longer have to argue about sub versus dub, because I'll just watch it normally in Japanese. Friends with a lot of people who speak it, so it might not be perfect. I only have one friend who speaks Japanese. I'm definitely very far from perfect. Okay, wait, we're almost finished with this background, boys. This is probably the most complex background I've ever done. Speaking French is enough for me. Yeah, like, 2 languages is already, like, higher than average, so. I'm also an amazing language in Japan. Oh yeah, Japan has a great culture. And no doubt, the language is fun. It's just really difficult to learn. Alright, we're almost done with this background, guys. Here's hype for being finished. I have no friends. You're drawing a demon? That's fun. Just fill in all that white space that I missed. Yeah, this has got to be the most complex background I've done to date. Have I ever drawn anything scary? I don't think so. Okay, time to bring in like the final touches of this. So that's gonna be like, yes, this is intentional, don't scream at me. I hope I don't ruin it by doing this. It's pretty? You think it's pretty? Thank you. Yeah, that's good for the black stuff. I don't want to overdo it. Well, I'm about to draw, like, I don't think it's blood, but it's, like, drippy and pink. So, This is the closest I've come to scary, I guess. It comes up over there too. Pink blood? Yeah. Danganronpa blood? Everyone says that. That's what I first thought when I saw this image as well. This is an album cover, not like a... She's not from Danganronpa. That would be cool though. Yeah, this is Danganronpa blood. Did I forget something? I didn't. Yeah. Anyways, I like raccoons. Raccoons are pretty cool. I'm kind of freestyling the drips a little bit. No, I think that's good. I think we're done. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're done. Maybe I'll add maybe a highlight or two, but I don't want to go crazy with the highlights. My pen doesn't want to work. Yeah, that's enough. We're not going crazy with highlights. All right, I think that's finished. I want it to dry before I show like the finished product, but yeah, I think we're done. Here's the reference image that I used. It's on the screen, but yeah, that's the final product of what I got. Thank you guys for joining this live, for everyone who joined. Hope you had a good time. Yeah, this is what we turned out with. Let me show like a start to finish. Thanks for joining, everybody. Bye.